You've probably heard you have five senses. That's adorable. That's also wrong. Your liver, the one doing its little chemistry lab job inside you right now, not the same liver you had last year. It already retired and got replaced, and nobody even sent it a card. And if you think you're a great liar, your own body might be selling you out in real time without asking permission. Let's fix your general knowledge of yourself. 3 facts, starting now. Fact 1. Even good liars get ratted out by their own nervous system. A polygraph, a lie detector, doesn't actually detect lies. It's not that smart. What it detects is stress, which is a bit like arresting someone for looking suspicious. It tracks 4 things at once: blood pressure, breathing rate, heartbeat, and sweating. Here's the setup. The examiner starts with easy warm-up questions, basically small talk with wires attached. Are you sitting down? Do you have 2 eyes? Your body stays calm, flat, boring lines, the readout equivalent of a Tuesday. Then comes the real question, the one you were maybe planning to lie about with your whole chest. And even if your face doesn't move, even if your voice stays perfectly level, your blood pressure spikes anyway. Your heart rate jumps. You start sweating slightly, like your skin just heard the question too and panicked separately from you. All 4 lines jump at once. Your body basically raises its hand and goes, "Actually." To be fair, it's not flawless. These tests work correctly around 4 out of 5 times, and some people genuinely can train themselves to stay calm under questioning. But for most of us, our own nervous system is a worse liar than we are, which is honestly a little insulting when you think about it. This is actually why polygraphs aren't allowed as solid courtroom evidence. They're a tool, not proof. Because stress and guilt look almost identical on a graph. An innocent person, terrified of being wrongly accused, can spike exactly like a guilty one. The machine can't read your mind. It just reads how nervous you are. And panic doesn't come with a little label explaining why. Fact 2. You don't have 5 senses. You have closer to 20, and nobody tells you this until now. Take touch. It's not one sense. It's 5 separate ones stapled together and marketed as one. Heat, cold, pain, pressure, and itchiness. Your skin is basically running 5 apps at once, and your brain just merges them into a single notification. Sight is the same trick. You've got 2 totally different types of light sensors, rod cells for low light, and cone cells, which split into 3 separate types just to argue about which color you're looking at. And then it gets weird. You have a sense of balance, from fluid sloshing around in your inner ear like a tiny spirit level. A sense of hunger, from sensors literally monitoring your blood sugar like a tiny accountant. A sense of thirst, checking your salt levels. You even have a sense that tells you where your own limbs are without looking. Proprioception, which is why you can touch your fingertips together with your eyes closed instead of just slapping yourself in the face. There's also interoception, your ability to notice what's happening inside your own body. Heartbeat, breathing, that unsettled stomach feeling. Some researchers think this quietly runs a huge part of your emotions. That knot in your stomach before something big? Not just a metaphor. That's interoception, clocking something physical before your brain's even caught up to why you're nervous. 5 senses was never the real number. It was just the version simple enough to fit on a kindergarten poster. Fact 3, and this one sounds made up. You grow a new liver every single year. Your body is made of cells, and cells are constantly dying and getting replaced. You're less a fixed object and more a very slow, very committed renovation project. Different rooms of the house get redone on wildly different schedules. Your stomach lining renews every 5 days because digestive acid treats it like a chew toy. Taste buds, 10 days. Skin, about 3 weeks. Red blood cells last around 4 months. Nails, 6 to 10 months. And your liver fully renews itself roughly once a year. Same organ, brand new cells, no farewell party. Zoom out further, and it gets stranger. Bones fully renew over about 10 years. Muscles around 15. So there's a genuine argument that, piece by piece, you are not the same physical body you were a decade ago. You've been quietly bootlegged and reissued. Except for one part. The cells in your eye lenses never regenerate. Same cells since birth. They are exactly as old as you are, the one original part still running, like the one friend from your old group chat who never left. There's an old philosophical puzzle called the Ship of Theseus. Replace every plank of a ship one at a time, and is it still the same ship? Your body's been quietly running that experiment on you your entire life. Almost all of you has already been swapped out, probably more than once, and you still feel like the same person you were 10 years ago. Whatever actually makes you, you, was clearly never about the atoms. None of this changes what you're doing tomorrow, but it changes the quiet part. What's actually happening under the hood every second, without asking your permission, without you noticing at all. So, more senses than you thought, a body that snitches on you under pressure, and a version of you being constantly rebuilt except for one small part that's been there since day one. If you learned something, that's the whole channel in one sentence. Subscribe. You should know this stuff.